Guys, this is RCF for Phantom Flyer here, getting back to you with another MiG-27 Flogger update. Well, let's just put it this way. I am 99.9% accurate that she is completely done. This base that you see before you guys, I did previously with some snow and a tree, and just to give it more of a feel, I ended up choosing the Indian MiG-20. Hang on, let me shut this off. I'm actually watching another model video by the Inner Nerd. Okay, cool. This plane, I decided to choose the Indian livery, a basic livery for the Flogger variant. This is the ground attack variant, hinting the nose. The air-to-air variant is actually sitting down there right next to my Kafir and my MiG-21 fish bed. Anyways, so this plane took a couple days. I chose a granite gray like I told you in the last video. And these decals, I actually found these out of one of my decal kits on my SU-34 fullback. You had a choice between Indian or Russian, and I kept the Indian, and I realized these worked. There is a MiG-27 out there. I also took... Remember when I told you the F-16 was a complete failure, the Israel F-16? Well, I took the ladder out of that, painted it yellow, glued it on, to make it look like basically, a pilot could go to the plane. This is actually snow and some other stuff and some grass. And I also did, where else did it go? Oh, I also did some trees a while back, and then I did there's oil under there, and then I did some panel line work, just to make it look like it's a real tarmac. Yes, I know in India it doesn't snow, but to me, I think this plane really goes with this diorama. Don't worry, guys. I've already been asked. I promise you right now, the ladder is not glued to the plane. I promise you 100%. It's just glued to the base, and it's glued by Tamiya. That way I can take it off if I want to, and put something else there. So no worries, because one day when my girlfriend and I move, yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the plane. I ended up doing a little bit of my own research, and I ended up masking off the window, spray painting it with the same color of the plane. I did not varnish it, hinting I didn't want to hurt the window. I painted it blue on the inside for like every Russian airplane. Keep in mind, India bought these from Russia, so yeah. The wings do swing back. But on the ground, they're normally sitting in this posture. On that one, I can move the wings too, but the problem with that one is that the whole plane will tip, because there's no weights in that one. There's weights actually inside the nose here with glue that's keeping the plane down. But yeah, these, and then this on the top was actually an aerial antenna sticking up. And I didn't want to do it and hurt the finish, so I found something else from the other F-16, a sensor, glued it on there, made it like, okay, look at the sensor, whatever, yada yada yada. On the bottom of this airplane, there are, I don't know what kind of bombs they are. If anybody can tell me, that'd be great. Ground attack bombs and 2 missiles of, I don't even know what type that they used. The back of the plane, I haven't really touched up the engine so far yet. I know I need to. I may leave it alone considering it's very small, so, there's let's see if we can see the back. Yeah, see, there's the back, so, yeah, I may just leave it alone. But other than that, I also did some more research. I added this time a little red outline, and black in the front to give it more of an appeal, more of a look. I know in the real Indian plane it did not, but I wanted to make it, but I know the blue tub is correct for the cockpit, like any Russian fighter. I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing around a little bit. Hang on a minute. Alright. So this is the front view of the plane. Again, I love the Flogger. I know a lot of people out there really don't like this plane. I like this plane. I'm a MiG guy. I can tell you how many MiGs I have right here. Let's see, I have the MiG-21, the MiG-23. I don't have any MiGs down there. I have an F-14 hiding under there, actually. If you look on my wall, I also do draw. I have the MiG-31, I have the MiG-29 German Air Force, and I have the MiG-17. I'm sorry, yeah, the MiG-17. And all the way over there, if you look very closely on the top there, there's a Ukrainian MiG-29 that I did when the Ghost of Kyiv came out. Yeah, she's sitting there with the Ghost of Kyiv logo that I did for her. You know, just to honor the Ghost of Kyiv. And there's other models down there. Again, this airplane came out beautifully. I love the color. Thank you, girlfriend. Thank you. I'm not going to bring her name over the internet, but thank you very, very much. She did an amazing job. I really, truly appreciate it. The plane came out really, really good. After my F-16 experience, the second one, not the aggressor down there, I was kind of heartbroken because I am Jewish and I wanted to do an Israel plane, but, you know, it just didn't turn out that way. And some planes just don't always turn out the way you want them to be. And it doesn't matter how great you do, how awesome you do. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's your choice and how you want to do an airplane. And if something happens, just whatever. Also, I didn't know, I did some research on the MiG-23 and the MiG-27. The MiG-27, the horizontal stabilizers in the back, the tailplanes, they're actually angled slightly up, a little, with a little dihedral, not a lot. On the MiG-23, they're not. They're actually straight like this, but on the MiG-27, they're kind of tilted a little bit up for dihedral, and I guess aerodynamics, I guess. That's pretty neat. Again, the plane came out remarkably. I used Tamiya, very little super glue. I do all super glue on the landing gear, and I do that because the landing gear on this plane is very unique. It actually folds in 3 dimensions, 3 ways. To go into the body of the plane, which is remarkable for a Russian airplane. And a lot of it's because the sturdiness for the snow. They needed us, so the plane needed to take off on grass, desert, mud, you name it. The MiG-27 still in service, still flying around the world right now as we speak in the Middle East. I think we have a couple copies of their own, but my favorite, again, is the MiG-27. The MiG-23... I like the MiG-23, hinting the noses are very, very, very different, but it's not like the MiG-27. It's a very different. The pitot tube is more on the right side of the plane. It's just an all unique airplane. Very, very different. I'm going to turn this thing I'm going to turn it this way. So give me 1 minute. Bear with me. Okay. Alright. Now we're back on this side of the plane. Again, the MiG-27 is a badass airplane. It can also be operated as air-to-air, and it can be operated as air-to-ground, other than the MiG-23, which was just air-to-air. I had the choice of using rockets and missiles. I chose bombs and missiles because I don't know how the Indian Air Force chooses to use them, and I wanted to be fair, so that's what I did. On the very bottom, which is unique about the MiG-23 and MiG-27, is... Why is it up like that? Oh yeah, that's right. It's up because it needs to... Yeah, that's right. It's up because it's, like, flying. That's... Right, I'm like, why in the hell? So, on the MiG-27 and the MiG-23, they actually have another tail. It's actually up underneath here. It's actually in a folding position, but when the plane flies, it comes down like this. It goes, it goes like that. It's a totally another, it's a whole nother fin, and it's actually another directional fin. It can actually move a little bit, and it helps the plane fly, and it's almost like what you see on F-16 or an F-14 or let's see what else. Let's see, the Kafir doesn't have it. Uh, anyways, there's a couple planes that have it, and when the plane lands, once it's like, I don't know, maybe 100 feet off the ground, the whole entire thing will come up, and to protect itself from damage. And I think that's a unique thing of the plane. And now, again, it only works only when the plane goes in the air, but when the plane lands, it folds back. Because if it folded down, it'd be about as long as the landing gear, then it would scratch, yada, yada, yada. I'm sure they did tests with that, but, whatever. So, this is a 172 scale by Academy. I, again, enjoyed this kit. We bought this kit in North Carolina. This is a renowned kit. I really suggest you guys get this kit. Believe it or not, that MiG-23 is from the 60s. That's what's crazy. It's by Airfix. A lot of people don't like Academy. I like Academy. I didn't think it would come out this good. A lot of people say they have fitment issues. A lot of people say they have landing gear issues. I didn't have any issues. I think I had the plane built, all the way built, maybe within less than 3 hours, not even. And then I ended up this time I decided to paint the plane on its landing gear. And that's pretty cool because it allows you, as long as you paint the bottom first, it allows you to keep the plane up off the ground without using any type of crap to keep it off the ground while you're painting so it won't stick. That was unique. And what's also cool after painting is the plane can, the wings can pivot still. And it's still staying in one place. So, and I had kind of an issue with the horizontal stabilizer yesterday, and my girlfriend helped me sand the horizontal. It was bad. I accidentally spit on it by accident and painting, but it came out really well because I had sandpaper to fix that. So, will I do any more work to it? No, and I'm going to tell you why. The Indian Air Force keeps their planes remarkably clean. They keep them remarkably clean, remarkably crisp, and that's just the way you got to put it. Maybe fuel leaks every here and there, a little bit of oil here and there, a little bit of grime, but not like what you think. Like most Russian aircraft. So, yeah. Reason why I didn't choose a pilot. I didn't choose a pilot because the majority of my planes have pilots, plus my MiG-23, and my Kafir, and my MiG-21, and my F-16, and my A4, and, let's see, my Meteor, Spitfire, and the MiG-29 over there. They all use pilots. And I wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to see inside the cockpit this time. And it came out pretty well. I came out pretty well. There should be a little more, a little more cockpit detail, but there's not. So, next plane. Well, I have the Phantom. I have another MiG-29 I could do by Airfix. I know, and tons of others. And I have an F-18 Hasegawa down there. I got tons of airplanes. And so the next one, I don't know. I'm going to put this off for a week, figure it out. But I hope you guys really enjoy this airplane. Love this airplane. Thank you to my girlfriend with the gray paint. I cannot believe she got so close to the color. And I'm going to do a quick review from front to back before I get off here. Alright guys, well this is F4 Phantom Flyer. Hope you guys liked the video. Take care. Bye-bye.